7, 8, 9, 10. On this real quick. Hold on. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is TJ. Welcome to Daily Manhood. This is where we go through. Hold on. We go through getting up every morning. I wake up naturally about 5 a.m. So instead of just sitting there by myself playing video games, I sit here by myself and play video games and go through a book of the Bible. So manhood is just a play on the terms of manhood. We're kind of creating some silly little HUD elements here as we go through the book of Hebrews. My voice is like going out or something. All right. What's we got? Let's see. Overhead. Kind of cleared this area. I think that we progressed the story. But we're going to be going through Hebrews 10 today. Every day we go through kind of 4 to 5 objectives. Move through. And so we start out with talking about the commitments that were made yesterday during our stream. And then we'll go through and do gratitude just because I need to be more thankful. And then we'll do the study through Hebrews 10. And then we'll talk about the commitments I'm making for today. So starting with yesterday's commitments. Yesterday kind of got away from me. I was supposed to write down Hebrews 10, and I did not finish. And this is the first time that I've had to catch up. So we'll see how that goes today, because Hebrews 10 is actually kind of long. So I'm practicing handwriting the Bible. I'm also practicing recording it. So I'm speaking it and I'm writing it just to better take it in. And that's been good, but it is... I don't know how I was going to go trying to catch up on that because it was nice keeping up with our daily study. But that's okay. I will say I did hold to my... I read and prayed with my wife, so I got that in. Where does this go for this? I need to like wait till daytime so I can actually see something. I prayed and read with my wife yesterday morning. I did keep to my deficit and protein intake, which was good. I also got a workout in yesterday, which was good as well. So I held to most of my stuff, but ran out of time with the actual writing piece, so I got to catch up on some of that. What else? Let's see. Still morning. Okay, gratitude for the day. What am I thankful for? I am... Is that morning? Do we make it? Kind of looks like morning. Okay. Let's see here. What am I grateful for? Oh, I'm grateful for sit-stand desks. That's nice. I get to stand most of the day now, and I'm actually starting to see a difference in my life between the working out and the standing and walking more. So that's good. Secondly, what else? Let's see. I feel like I should be able to still grab. What am I grateful for? Oh, it's actually been super. This isn't great for my work. I actually work in plumbing and heating and air. But I am grateful for how nice it's been here. Man, it's been like super nice. Like 60 degrees and sunny all the time. Am I just back at that? What's the point of that? Maybe I need to drop off this other side, and that's the way out is through there. What do you guys think? No? Seems like there's an excellent spot to fall to my death rate. Further up. Let's see. Yep. Here we go. Everybody hold on. Yeah, we're good. I don't trust anyone. Oh, I got to think of a third thing. What's my third thing? Try jumping. Nah. That seems like it. Here we go. Look at here. Nice, we did it. Big lantern. Can't you put it here? Oh, yeah, there it is. That. Look at that. I don't have to hold a torch. Fire grease. Okay. Oh, third thing I'm thankful for. Man, I got to think of something good. Oh, yesterday my kids, they for some reason just got like a hankering for helping my wife, which is good. She's like super pregnant, so she actually went into like some weird false labor earlier this week. But they like tried to make dinner for her and clean the house for her, and I'm just super grateful that I don't know, God's blessed us with the good kids. We got 4, we're going on 5, so we're going to have our 5th here in the next 2 weeks, possibly sooner depending on how things go. So it's gonna be an interesting transition. Okay, let's go into Hebrews 10. For since the law has but a shadow of the good things to come, instead of the true form of these realities. Oh, I gotta go over there. Hold on. I feel like I should just wipe this guy out.
I would. It's tightly guarded. The guards, you'll breach the.
Very well.
You're just. I pray.
See, doesn't he just like pry the? We're going after him.
What's it to you? Step back, you wretched.
Yeah. See. There we go. I feel a lot better about that. You guys have never played the game, you don't know. He's the worst.
What do you do to deserve?
He's the worst. We had to do it. We had to do it. Okay, for since the law has but a shadow of the good things to come instead of the true form of these realities. So, real quick, I know that this is reiterating what we've talked about, but usually there's no one watching this anyway. So, I want to walk through this thing. This is written to mainly Hebrew people, so mainly Jews during that time. So they would have been tracking with the temple process, with all this stuff. This is before the destruction of the temple in AD 30. How do I get down there? And so he's reiterating over and over again, first off, Christ's preeminence, right? Christ being better than all these other people, which we have up above me on the little horizontal stream. You guys are watching that. He is better than all these, including Abraham, which we need to add to it. Bird ahead. Yeah, we got a ways to go. He's better than all those. And now it's structuring that, hey, this whole temple process that we've set up, this whole thing that we have going on, that was a shadow of the thing that he was literally bringing. What is that noise? Uh-oh, we got 2 of them on it. We got him. Everybody calm down. So this thing that you think that you've been doing all this time to keep yourself better, that actually was just a holding pattern until we got the true realities of what Christ came to do for us, right? And so this is what he's structuring now, right? It can never, by the same sacrifices that are continually offered every year, make perfect those who draw near. Otherwise, they would not have ceased to be offered, since the worshipers, having once been cleansed, would no longer have any consciousness of sins. Okay, sorry, that's a question, and every single time I read it, I get confused, because I read it not as a question. Otherwise, would they not have ceased to be offered? So it's like, hey, if those sacrifices you guys were taking were actually doing what they should do, your consciences should be clear, and they're not. Right? Now, the last chapter, like a bird's going to attack me. Fire. Try down. No thanks. Oh, it's just a bolt. Not really precious. And that's what essentially he sets apart in our last chapter, right? It's like, hey, the blood of goats and bulls temporarily cleansed your flesh, it purified your flesh so that you could actually come before God again, but it could never cleanse your conscience of the sin. But Christ can, right? Christ can do that. But in these sacrifices, there is a reminder of sins every year. So the sacrifices that you're currently doing, these shadows, actually bring you back to the sin that you've done. And this is a huge thing. Like, especially people today, Christians today, get caught up in, oh man, it tried to get me. It tried to get me. Got him. Hold on. Christians today will get caught up in, like, I was talking with a guy the other day about, like, you know, I went through and I was, and we talked about this the other day, but like, I was going through and I was just talking. Oh my goodness! I thought I was further away than that. And I was just kind of walking my wife through, you know, every sin that I could think of from my past. And I was like, dude, what good did that do? And he's like, well, it was good for me. Like it cleared my mind. It's kind of like therapy. And this right here in Hebrews is literally saying like, no, Christ did that. Christ cleansed your conscience. Christ is the one who cleared you from that, from being stuck. Is this not where I dropped? Dropped it. I want to drop. And we should not be sitting here consistently remembering all the horrible things that we've done. What we should be doing is acknowledging and stating, like, loud and proud, man, like, I am redeemed. I am changed. I am new. I am whole. And no one can come between me and the Father. Let's try. Dude, these things. Oh, come on. Thank you. Look at our stuff. They're not gonna keep it from us. Go the wrong way. Oh man. So confused. The beetle on my screen. Ouch. Let's just die again. Not today. Not today. Oh, come on. They got that one. We're good. Come on. Got that one. We're good. Okay, everyone's all right. We're all right. Okay, but in these sacrifices, there is a reminder of sins every year, for it is impossible for the blood of bulls and goats to take away sins. So it temporarily purified you. It did not take away the actual sin. Consequently, when Christ came into the world, he said, sacrifices and offerings you have not desired, but a body have you prepared for me. In burnt offerings and sin offerings you have taken no pleasure. So these things that these people were doing, thinking that they were like worshiping and honoring God, it's like, no, you don't understand. This doesn't worship me. This doesn't honor me. This doesn't bring me joy. This is literally just to get you to a position where you can once again even come before me, like even interact with me. It's like, this isn't, you guys are confused. This is not what you thought it was. And this isn't taking away your sins. It's making it bearable for me to even interact with you, because your sin separates you so much from me that something has to die to make this okay. Something has to die to allow me to even give the grace to interact, because I am fully just and I'm fully merciful. So I provide a way, but I cannot just blindly forgive sins, or else God would not be just. And we want a just God, right? Like that is what we most deeply desire. And that is oftentimes when people are rejecting the word, rejecting the gospel, that is what they call to is, okay, well, how could a good God blank allow this, do this? It's like we desperately want God to be just, and we desperately want him to be merciful. Church ahead. Is that a bird down there? What is that? I almost threw myself off a cliff. Oh, it's cool. Okay. Then I said, behold, I have come to do your will, O God, as it is written of me in the scroll of the book. When he said above, you have neither desired nor taken pleasure in sacrifices and offerings and burnt offerings and sin offerings. These are offered according to the law. Then he added, behold, I have come to do your will. He does away with the first in order to establish the second. So, another call out here, it very, very clearly states Christ has done away with the old law. He has fulfilled it, completed it. It is over. Still don't have enough. Fight some guys upstairs. Switch it up. We're going to parry. And every priest stands daily at his service. Every priest stands daily at his service, offering repeatedly. Oh, come on. Hello. Oh, come on. That was such a good All right, come here, come here, come here. Let's do it again. I feel like thank you. That's what we needed. Oh, come on. Hold on. All right. Can you deflect this? Okay. All right, we got that one. Okay, every priest stands daily. I'll stop saying this over and over again here in just a second. All right, everybody calm down. Not that guy. Man, we're going to get so good at parrying in this game. Offering repeatedly the same sacrifices, which can never take away sins. The sacrifices that y'all have been doing have not been taking away the sin. It's been covering it and leaving it on you. Your conscience is still bare that sin, but it's made it okay for you to interact with God again, right? They offer repeatedly, but when Christ had offered for all time a single sacrifice for sins, his own body, right? That's me talking. He sat down at the right hand of God, waiting for the time until his enemies should be made a footstool for his feet. So this is a very different sacrifice, right? Extremely different. It's like, okay, before they would go and continually offer, and they would stand. They would never sit. Their work was never done when they were in the throne room. And now it's shifted so that Christ has completed the work. His one sacrifice for all time has completely completed this thing where he can now sit down at the right hand of the Majesty on high. He is seated within the temple, which was something that was never to be done because the work was never complete, and now it is. When he says it is finished, it is truly finished, right? He's at the right hand of God, waiting for the time until his enemies should be made a footstool for his feet. It's cool stuff. For by a single offering he had perfected for all time those who were being sanctified. And the Holy Spirit also bears witness to us, for after saying, "This is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, declares the Lord. I will put my laws on their hearts and write them on their minds." Then he added, "I will remember their sins and their lawless deeds no more. Where there's forgiveness of these, there is no longer any offering for sin." It's complete. It's so cool. Love it. It's so good. I don't think I'm going to be able to parry this dude. Switch. Nice try. Got him. We got him. Okay. Ooh, hook claws. That might... See, that's fun. That's the game. That's why you play the game right there. That's why you do it. Therefore, brothers, since we have confidence to enter the holy places by the blood of Jesus. Oh, I might have gotten distracted going back to what I was talking about before. Like people will talk about, hey, like they're just feeling the weight of their sin, and it's like what we should be doing is forgetting what is behind and straining what is ahead. Right? This whole like conviction over sins. I'm good. I don't need any viewers. Thanks for clearing those, boys. Throw another one. Whoops. All right. Let's rock. Oh, he just fell off. Oh, what? Where's that guy? There we go. He cleared it. We're good. Okay, so people get caught up with like this just continual like grief over their sin, and like, man, I've still got like all these problematic parts in me. And what strikes me is that like, and I was just talking about like this guy who was telling me, just confessing everything he could think of to his wife, and what strikes me about this is it's like that is something that old covenant worshipers needed to do, was continually remember their sin, because the sacrifices of the bulls and goats didn't actually take it away. It didn't cleanse the consciousness. But we are not like that. We exist with Christ, and we should come boldly before the throne, not in like fear and trembling. We need to work our faith out, right? And our faith is very different. And I think this is like the key caveat in my mind, is you work your faith out in fear and trembling. Your belief that the things I'm saying right now are true. That's what we're working out. Not I'm going to be perfected in my flesh in this life. That will not happen. I will not reach that point of completion. And praise be to God, like that's okay, right? Like it's because of him that I can even come boldly before the throne and confidently enter the holy places, the places that not even the priests could enter. God allows for me to enter. Texture of Elden Ring, like the look of it. Yeah, I agree. It's good. Okay, there's a big guy in there. I don't know if we can have to see if we can fight it. Okay. Therefore, since we have confidence to enter the holy places by the blood of Jesus, by the new and living way that he entered through. I don't play on console. I play on PC. But I appreciate it. That's really nice of you to say. Okay. Is this a guy that I can parry or probably not? Nope. Oh, the guy can't close the door because I want to see if I can parry. See if we can parry him. Doesn't seem like that's going to work well. Kind of worked. Wow, it takes a lot of his health. Holy smokes. Got him. We got him. Oh, yeah, I love Elden Rings. It is beautiful. It's very, very pretty. I cannot believe that guy doesn't drop anything. Okay, we're going through Hebrews 10. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, we have confidence into the holy places by the new and living way that he opened for us through the curtain, that is through his flesh. So his, this is an interesting thing. So through his flesh, through the breaking of him, we can now enter that holy place because his flesh was broken for us. The curtain of his flesh was torn. We got him. We got him. All right, let's open this up. Curved sword talisman. That might actually be what I need. Yes, is. What is this? Leaving it for now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. We have a great high priest. Okay. And since we have a great high priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of the faith, with our hearts sprinkled clean from an evil consciousness and our bodies washed with pure water. So he's reiterating this right now, right? Like we should be in a position where we are boldly entering before God, right? We're not concerned over where we've been, what we've been doing. I have no idea where I'm headed. Where do I get higher? Do I up, down? Is that where I was before? Never gotten stuck in here. It seems so straightforward before. Oh, is that rusty key for that? I bet you that was just for that door right there. Where did you come from? Okay. I think it's right here. All right. Made it through that area, huh? Let us hold fast to our confession of our hope without wavering, for he who promised is faithful. Right? We're holding fast because he promised something, not because we're going to do anything or be anything. And I think that's an important. Oh, I almost fell in a hole. Tried to trick me. What's this? He threw something and just stood there and waited. Okay. All right. Okay. Fire. We're going to have to use that on Godric. Have to. Can I make that jump, you think? I think we got to, you know. Oh, I missed it to the side. That was terrible. Well, let's do it again. try again. Try again. Come on. Oh. And let us so this is a really popular verse here, and it comes right after we are we're told, hold fast to our confession, right? And let us consider how to stir one another up toward love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as is the habit of some. And this is, so what I would say about this verse is people will talk about it today, and people, the way they talk about it today is good. Like we're called to collect together and to, just missed it again, and to like stay in community. But this was a very, very different, command at the time, because at that time there was like actual solid persecution among the believers, which there are in certain areas of the world today, but like where I live in the U.S., there's not. And so this is like, hey, don't give up meeting together is different than what we're thinking. It's like, sometimes I just don't want to get together and I want to stay home. This is like, hey, do not hide in your homes because you're worried about persecution. It's a very, very different call, and it's much more in depth than I think what we kind of see it as today. And so I just wanted to like call that out, because that is a key differentiator, that it's like, hey, this is a bigger call than I think what we even read it as today, which is not just like a simple, hey, make sure that you're actually getting together with believers. No. It's like, hey, in spite of the fact that you could even be killed for your faith, do not give up meeting together. Like, this is what God has called us to do. This is who he called us to be. I think that's the entrance. How do I get to the... I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Can't even make me. Okay. Not neglecting to meet together is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. For if we go on sinning deliberately after receiving the knowledge of the truth, there is no longer remains a sacrifice for sins, but a fearful expectation of judgment and fury of fire that will consume the adversaries. This is another thing that I like to call distinction to, of what's being said here and what's not being said here. It's not saying you will never sin again. What it's saying is we should not be willingly continuing in sin because we've been given this gift. Ouch. He tried. But we should be progressively getting better, right? We should be progressively being sanctified and letting Christ do his work in us. And that's very, very different, right? But that doesn't mean that we sit here and we like just wail over our sin regularly. It means that we move on, that we confidently go into the holy places and exist with God and experience his love, right? That is the difference there. Anyone who has set aside the law of Moses dies without mercy on the evidence of 2 or 3 witnesses. How much worse punishment do you think will be deserved by the one who has trampled underfoot the Son of God, right? Who has said, hey, I believe in Christ, but then continues boldly in their sin, continues boldly in what God has called them to move away from. Mushroom. Here we go. Look at that. What a blessing, huh? And has profaned the blood of the covenant by which he was sanctified, and has outraged the Spirit of grace. For we know him who said, vengeance is mine, I will repay. Again, the Lord will judge the people. A fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. But recall the former days, when after you were enlightened, you endured a hard struggle and suffering, sometimes being publicly exposed to reproach and affliction. You see here the difference? That's literally what he's pointing to, is you experience these terrible things. I don't know. You think I can parry that? Yep, you can. Man, I've never played a parry round before. This is going to be interesting. It worked. You can even do it when he's using his special. That's cool. Wow. I just looked like a professional Elden Ring player. That was great. Okay. So sometimes being publicly exposed to reproach and affliction, sometimes being partners with those so treated. For you had compassion on those in prison, and you joyfully accepted the plundering of your property, since you knew that you yourselves had a better possession and an abiding one. My wife was looking into the guide earlier. I gotta send her this verse. My wife's great, by the way. If I could talk about my wife every day during my grateful section, I would. But I'm told myself I'm not allowed to repeat stuff over and over again, so I can't. Abiding one. Therefore, do not throw away your confidence. Again, pointing to it's not that you are being a perfect person or being fixed all the time. What it is your confidence with Christ, your confidence with Him. You are not continuing on in your old ways, but you are confident in what He has done and who He is and what that accomplished for you. Right? That's the difference. Can I pull this? Doesn't move. Okay. Therefore, do not throw away your confidence, which has a great reward. Hello. You want to fight? Where's this guy doing? How do I get over there? You think this goes around maybe? Let's see. For you have need of endurance, so that when you have done the will of God, you may receive what is promised. For yet a little while, and the coming one will come and not delay. But my righteous one shall live by faith. And if he shrinks back, my soul has no pleasure in him. But we are not of those who shrink back and are destroyed, but of those who have faith and are preserved. So good. This entire book is pretty incredible. I love this. I love the book of Hebrews. Can I get behind him? Nope. How do we get out there? I want to kill that guy. Do I need to get my bow? I need a freaking... I'm not trying to cuss, sorry. Oh, here we go. It's over here. Does this work? Look at that. Got it. All right. 6:04. I got a few minutes left. We're not going to make it to any major bosses today. Nope. That didn't even take my line. I didn't even go in here. Option to move still. Here we go. Where we need to be. We got it. We made it through the side passage. I level up now. I know you might be saying right now, that's stupid. You're not using anything with faith. And you're right, but I don't care. I'm still going to do it. Jump attack. Doesn't seem like that would be a smart idea. But you can, it's that little section there. Okay, today's commitments. I need to write Hebrews 11. I also need to record a chapter of the Bible as well. What is that? String. I want to get 250 grams of protein. I want to stay under 2,500 calories. I want to get my leg workout in today. Tendency to not get that in, and then have to do Thursday and Friday. I'd rather get it in today so that I can either get something else in and do 5 days a week, or a break day can be a day. I'm going to get so good at parrying. Also going to go and pray and read with my wife this morning. So I want to make sure I hold that and just work well today, work effectively and efficiently, and actually do the things that matter. Hello. There's a guy. Okay. Oh, come on. Where did he go? Come in here. You guys take turns. Oh, come on. Oh, so early every time. All right. I got 2 more minutes before I gotta go. I'm going to try to heal myself by parry attacking these guys. Let's see. Yep, that healed me. That's good. Come on, who's next? Who's next? Ouch. Look at that. Every time. Every time. Get some. I think that's about it. I do want to do a little bit better. There's like a touch better prep work for tomorrow with Hebrews 11, because Hebrews 11 is a kind of a powerhouse chapter. That's where the Hall of Faith is, for those of you who don't know. So that'll be my other commitment as well. But I'm starting to stack up commitments here, so I'm not going to go too much further than that. And I encourage you guys, one of my big things that I'm attempting to do, and I'm not doing it perfectly or flawlessly, but living every day as unto the Lord. Like, this is called manhood for the sake of like the combination of like manhood, which it's because I'm a man, I'm leaning into that. And then also the concept of like, what is before my eyes, what is guiding me through my day, you know, like HUD elements in a video game, heads up display. And so that's a big part of my focus is what am I walking into each day focused on, and as the primary source of my guidance, right, of what I'm going to do and who I'm going to be. So I encourage you all to do the same. I don't know that I should continue on in this because I'm going to get distracted. I want to just keep playing. Okay. Probably need to level up this other G. This other Uch Gatan, you know? Can't throw that now. Oh, that's a bad move. I hate when they pair up. Oh, see that? That's the worst. That's the worst. Okay, yep, I'm peacing out. That's the end for me. I'm gonna go record my chapter for the morning and then go and start trying to catch up on writing. So we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll be here same time. We run for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, depending on what portion of the game I'm in really is what keeps us. But I'll be here tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. Mountain Time. It's 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. It's 12:30 p.m. in the UK, I learned, and 9:30 p.m. in Japan. So if you'd like to join, be here with us tomorrow morning, 5:30, and then every Tuesday night we do a study through Revelation, play Arc. So